وصحبه وسلم ودعاء إلى الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى مع لطف وعافية برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك علم لدني مشروع صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علم لدني ومشروع صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علم لدني ومشروع صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. This is slawats that we're supposed to recite before learning fiqh tahawulat. Inshallah will give us openings in this knowledge. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد المأمون على العلم المضمون والفهم المكنون من سر الكاف والنون وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. وارزقنا اللهم نصيبا وافرا من سر قولك إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون في كل لحظة أبدا عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته. Just got it back. Just notice to these people. Fiqh tahawulat. They do. See what I should get. Okay, now. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. Bismillah. Tu Faiza dulu. Okay, Faiza. Oh, exam paper. Sahat. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wait.
Oh, I'm looking at a question.
Look at the questions, yeah. It's not hard, right? It's super easy. The questions are super easy. Okay, Bismillah. We're continuing with our classes on AnNubdhah, AnNubdhah Sughra, and we are on lesson number 3, right? So number 3, we're on the wazifa. Is it right? Are you following the classes? I don't hear you the classes. Right, so we're on, and Amira follows the class. Amira says that we are on lesson Siyanatul Ulum Tawabit Tamam. MashaAllah. We are on the wazifa meaning the role of this knowledge. Right, so from the beginning of these classes, right, we spoke about how the importance of this 4th rukun of Islam, right, and that and basically, you know, how it is that because we don't know about this 4th rukun, that we are susceptible, right, to the fitna that is going on around us, and we have been consuming the fitna that is going on around us, right, because of lack of knowledge and lack of study, right, in this 4th rukun. And we've established from the earlier part of the book, right, there are indeed 4 arkan, right, 4 arkan or 4 integrals in this religion, namely Islam, Iman, Ihsan, and knowledge of the end of times, right? And so now in this chapter, inshallah, today I want to finish the chapter, but it's a lot to say, mashallah. And in fact, the entire book, I can't wait to go to the behind chapters because there's a lot to say. Subhanallah, today, like what we learned today in my diploma, I've been very busy and not following all anywhere because my teacher wants to finish the book by this week. So tomorrow is our khatam. I'm going to finish the book tomorrow. So she's been having classes every single asar, right? So it's supposed to be twice a week, the diploma, right? But But this week, she specifically when you all come, specifically when you all come, every single asar I got time. I got less. Every single asar I have class from 3:30 all the way to 5. Right, every single asar because she wants to finish the book. So just free. I have for all of you. Tomorrow I have class, alas. And especially this week I have all my exams. Alhamdulillah. And exams. Yeah. See, everybody aim and you all come. Oh, mashallah. The thing is the institution of the hour. Yeah, I don't have internet right now. I think my internet has really broke. Alas. Okay. Hmm. Are you connected? Yeah. Okay. Are you I'm 30. Can you connect to my Bluetooth? Yeah. I think I'm not in nearby screen. Smart mic, smart mic. New. Nearby. Yeah. You know, so I need to leave.
This is mine. I have like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, Ken? Tamam. Can check whether my mic is moving. Oh, shit, still is moving. But on the video, on the video. Faida, you so scary. Luckily lah. Put lah some sticker kat atas in case you turn press again. Astaghfirullahaladzim.
We are talking right now and it's moving out.
Yeah, I know. Because Faiza on the video just now.
On.
Tamam. the examples they will give will be from here. The examples when you go through different manifestations or different signs, right? They will speak about what they see, right, in this land, and it's very protected land of Yemen, and they will always say it has come to Yemen already. If it has come to Yemen, can you imagine what the rest of the world is like? And I don't have to imagine, I know what the rest of the world is like. You've seen Singapore, you've seen the West, you've seen America, you've seen the UK, right? You know what's going on there. So they for them it's like already in Yemen it's manifesting, in Yemen it's showing, in Yemen. And if this is happening in Yemen, and Yemen is basically the best place, right? Of the many of the places in the world, like, it's of the best, most protected places you can see, right? If it's really happening here, if it's manifesting here, in Tarim itself, it's manifesting as all these minor signs, and the minor signs are basically fasad, corruption. Right, corruption entering ranks, right, of Muslims. And she was saying that, can you imagine what's going on in the world? Right, can you imagine? Right. And then so that she gave the example, because one of the signs of one of the minor signs that we took was one of the minor signs was كسرة السحر والسحرة, right? So which means, right, or انتشار السحر والسحرة, right? Which means of the signs at the end of time. All of this is taken from hadith. All of this entire knowledge is either strictly, right, from Quran and hadith. Right? Why? Because it speaks about the future. Right, and it is not becoming for any human being to speak about the future except that he has revelation given to him, and that is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right, so this science specifically goes to Quran and hadith only. No one can tell us, about the signs of the future, right, except the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's the only one who can inform us. Right, so all these signs that we taken. So I give the example of the widespread of sihr, right, the widespread of magic. Right, magic, black magic, bewitching, right, the widespread of sihr, right, and was sahara, right, so magicians and magic, right, being widespread, right, so they here in Tarim, so of course, they say, yeah, it has begun, the black magic, it has entered, right, into this land. That people are doing it, they're buying it from, from other places, they're doing it. And then she was saying, and also there's this obsession, with magic tricks. She went into the kind of, talk, this obsession with magic tricks, whereby the start of the hand and waste their time. That's their concern. This is their land. I see the concern is people are wasting their time doing all this stuff, right? And it's all deception and lying, right? If I were to read this right now, and I were to be speaking to a group of Singaporeans right now, what will I talk about? In Singapore, they have actual institutions to train witches. In Singapore, right? Witches, right? Like literally magic, right? Using jinn. In Singapore, they put it on Instagram, and they are spreading that news. I put it on the Fitahullah group. It's actually on Instagram. They are promoting their class. It's like a workshop class or something like that. But it's magic. It's magic. And they would have, if you saw the post I was reading, the night poster, and they would have like, on the ground, going to the cemetery and calling the spirits. Right. This is made to be something fashionable. And made to be something, a fad, something that is popular. So like in my land, that is why fiqh da'wah. I must know what's going on in my land. Right? If I want to speak about this, I will straight away shoot down Harry Potter. Straight away. They have no idea what is Harry Potter. I think they kind of know. They don't know what's Harry Potter. Right? They are like, I would straight away shoot down the entire culture of Harry Potter. Right? Because it's normalizing and beautifying a major sin in Islam, which is witchery, right? So which is magic, basically black magic, basically glorifying. Right? I will straight away speak about that. Like, and if I will speak about this in my land, in my country, I will speak about what? Right, in the universities, not in Singapore, but in the West, because Singaporeans are going to the West. Right, the universities there, they offer degree programs. You know that, right? Degree programs are being offered, right, to be trained to have a degree in witchery, to be a witch. Right, in Singapore, I mean, not in the West, right? I mean, so this is what it means by the first purpose of this knowledge, right? In learning what the Prophet has said, because what he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it really speaks to different people differently. Right? Whichever zaman you're in, so if this was in the zaman of the past, they have seen something else. And in our zaman, we like, oh, this is really witchery. And in fact, what I will even speak about in this point of this widespread of magic and witchery, right? I will say that how many videos, right, that we show our children their spells. ليس مستبعد. It is not far fetched, and you will be naive to think otherwise. You'll be so naive to think otherwise. being, the emotion of a human being rests in the human soul. And if you're not addressing the soul, you will never cure the human being. Ever. Ever. Right? So things like, and it's I know there's a very sensitive issues because people go through it and they're suffering from it, right? But I'm telling them that you're looking at a solution, that there is no solution there. The solution is here in Islam. And people need to have more yaqeen on it. Right? So when someone is going through anxiety, when you're going through depression, when you're going through, all kinds of, issues in your mind, it is an imbalance in the ruh. Is the ruh that it needs to be addressed. The ruh is the one that is left, right? But because psychology is from a world that does not believe in God and does not believe in the ruh, right? So what do? They go by chemicals. They don't realize that what is manifesting is because of the ruh inside. Whereas you go to our ulama, Imam Ghazali, you go to the great scholars, right, they will say that this turmoil in the human being that is causing the human being to be completely incapacitated in their lives, and that's what people do. If become so paralyzed in themselves, right? Imam Ghazali said is because there is an imbalance in their ruh. They are not connecting to their creator. They are not. Right? Our Islam tells us that. But now modern psychology will refute that, right? And because they don't believe in the spiritual realm anyway, so how can they address it when they refuse to admit there is a spiritual realm? And we are Muslims. Right? We believe that we are, who are we? Our ruh. Our physical body decomposes, gone. Like our mental state, our emotional state, all of this with the death of a human being, gone. Only one thing continues, the ruh. And if you don't address the ruh, I mean, you will halak and you'll be destroyed. SubhanAllah. But this is what the zaman is doing. So the zaman is stripping the human being of an understanding that you are a creature that has a ruh. Your creation has a ruh, and that is your amana placed in you. You're supposed to nurture this ruh. I have an entire series I did some years ago called what's it called, Nabila? What's it called? Uh,
Salvaging the soul.
Salvaging the Soul, yes. It was called Salvaging the Soul. Or a series I did anyways, I think some years ago. And the whole time it's all fake right? But the whole time we speak about how the soul is being attacked, being destroyed, being abused, being in this zaman. Because the zaman does not want to recognize the soul. Right? But our deen, the entire deen revolves around the soul, the ruh. Because the ruh is a precious thing that Allah blew into the human being. Is precious. And the whole Sharia is to serve the ruh first and foremost before the jasad. Because jasad die anyway. The Sharia is first and foremost to serve the ruh. That is what they are missing. Anyway, we the role, right, of this knowledge. The second role is very important. They're both important. The second one is صيانة علوم الثوابت أي علوم الأصول. أي المقصود بالصيانة حفظ شرف الأسانيد من عبث المتغيرات ومضلات الفتن في علوم العقيدة والشريعة والمراتب السلوك ومراحل السلوك مراحل وأوعية تحت مدلول الحديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يرث هذا العلم من كل خلف عدول يفنون عنه تحريف الغالين وانتحال المبطلين وتأويل الجاهلين. It's a very important hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this part. Right, so here, which brings us to the next chapter actually, in fact, today we can go into the next chapter. Right, it is the protection of ulum thawabit. Right, so ulum thawabit, so Islam so this religion has 4 arkan. Right, the religion, the deen, has 4 arkan. Right, so which is Islam, Iman, Ihsan, and the knowledge of the end of time. Right, so Habib, he has classified these 4 arkan, right, into 2 groups. The first group is called thawabit. Right, so thawabit, right, is basically what cannot change. So what is firm? The word thabit, right, ثبت يثبت ثباتا الثبوتا يعني it is something that is firm. So the ثابت, what is ثابت? That means something that is something that is firm, right? So if something is firm, that would be Islam, Iman, Ihsan. So till the end of time, till the end of time, nobody can change what is Islam, what is Iman, and what is Ihsan. Nobody. Right? No one can change it. Now they're changing it. They're trying to change it. Right? But for us, we will never accept a different interpretation of what we learn in Islam. So wudu is wudu, salat is salat, zakat is zakat. Right? So nobody till the end of time can tell us otherwise. Som is som, fasting Ramadan must be in Ramadan, and nobody can change it. I just learned from my class, sometimes I learn things from them that I don't know that's happening in the world. So because it happens in amongst the Arabs. Right? And they talk about their Musa Silat. But they have like the Arabs, they do have this addiction to what series, drama series. As the rest of the world, I guess. Right? I mean, the Musa Salat and they have like like, it chains them up, and like they are kind of obsessed with Egyptian drama series and Turkish. I who did something, right? And he has said that you can shift Ramadan into another month, right? If Ramadan is too hard on you.
Huh?
So, wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Ramadan, sabit, sabit. Right, so he said that you can move it to, because Ramadan, even if it's the summer, it's too hard, just take a month from the winter. It's basically, he said that the hukum in Islam is to fast 1 month. The dalil is the Quran. Shahru Ramadan. Right, the word Ramadan is right there in your face. Right? You can't misinterpret that. Ramadan means no, it means Ramadan. Full stop. You can't say no. It means there's a dalil or electromagnetic waves. There are people. So, wala wala quwwata. James. And
Angels waves.
you know, made them go back out. Um, uh, how okay? We will, because malaika, they subhanahu wa ta'ala, ajsaduhum nuraniya. Right? It's from light. They are creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. هذه الموسوعة القائمة في سيدنا محمد والسيدة والفضيلة والشرف والدرجة العالية الرفيعة والسلطان. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله. Where I think, yeah, leadership. But then next lesson we can go to the tribe because it's continuous anyway. Right, number four, next Wednesday, right? Because it's continuous. Lesson 4 and 3 are together, right? Because lesson 4 just defines for you what is tawabit, what is mutaghayyirat, right? So tawabit san, it is the golden chain of sanad, right? Full stop, full stop. And that is how you don't get tricked and convinced, right, or deluded, right, by people when they say things like Ramadan can change to another month, or they say things like criticizing certain things in our religion, and there are Muslims who do that, and Habib in his whole life he was just pointing